Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lizzie and this video is going to be all about the things that we have bought for baby number 2. So we already have a child called Constantin. He's 4, so we have all of the gear. We have the stuff you need. We have the prams, we have the high chair, we have the baby gym, we have the place for the baby to sleep, sort of, although there has been a change there. But we have books, we have toys, we have the stuff. So this video is about the bits that we have bought this time around just for fun, so that baby number 2 has some things of their own, so that we get the pleasure of buying things. Some of them are baby products that we've used to actually style our home. So I want to show you the bits. There's not much, but it's a nice haul of really pretty things. And I feel like on YouTube, when you look for these sorts of videos, it's all newborn essentials and stuff like that, which I probably will do actually, once I've had the second one and we've done a bit of time. I feel like I'd like to make a video of the things that we're using every day for the newborn, being a mum of 2. So that's to come. But when looking through YouTube of what to buy for a baby, what to buy for a newborn, it's all super practical stuff. And this isn't not practical, but it's pretty nice stuff because it's the second time round, and the things we bought the first time round, we did good quality stuff that's lasted really well and Stan's really up for sharing it all with baby boo. So all of that is sort of under control, and I thought it'd be nice to make a video that's if you already have all of the stuff, what to buy, so it feels nice that you're getting to buy some baby bits. So I'm going to take you through that. I also have a bit of self-indulgent video time-lapse to share with you. I will put a card up for the video that we made about restyling our bedroom. Obviously the baby's going to sleep in our room for the first bit, probably up to 6 months. Stan did a full year, so we'll see how long he's in there. But I've called that sort of creating a nursery nook in our bedroom, so I'll link that up for you where you can see some of these things in that. But the main thing is that we bought what are they called? Snooze pod? You'll see from the video and from the stuff I'm about to share. But basically we were really kindly given by friends a bed nest for Stan, but it had been used by both of those kids and other people, and it was perfect. It was brilliant. Stan was in it for 11.5 months, but by the time we had finished with it and then stored it for a few years, it just felt rickety and it had served its purpose. So we decided to buy the new baby a brand new bedside crib, and it's a snooze pod. And I am going to insert here some footage of me and Dan and Stan and Mabel all building it together. As I say, it's slightly self-indulgent. In the video, the nursery nook video, I filmed it for that, and then I thought that we'd lost it. It was gone, and then it's turned up again, and so I'm going to include it here because it makes me happy, and I feel like it's really cute the way we all joined in with making it together. So I'm going to share that now. So that's our biggest purchase, was that. And then in terms of other things, another purchase, which I think was almost as much money because they're so expensive, is a bouncer. So we bought the Baby Bjorn bouncer, and I will share a picture now of the one that we've bought because I don't have it up here. We've put it back in the box and put it downstairs in storage until we need it. We did have one last time too and used it every single day, and it was given to us by those same lovely friends who gave us the bedside crib. But again, it had gone through quite a lot of children. I don't know if we even maybe handed it on to somebody else. We don't know where it is, but we do remember that Stan loved it so much that he used it for such a long time that you're only actually supposed to have them in it to a certain weight. And he was in it way past the desired weight, and it's got different heights that it sits at, but it kind of got crushed right down. So it wasn't in the best nick anyway. So we bought a new one. So those are our two kind of like bigger purchases. I am also going to share a video in the top corner about our baby gear haul, like the bigger things that we bought for the first time round, so that you can see there's some stuff about the cot and the pram and the, you know, Moses basket and all of those bigger things, because we'll be using all of those again. Stan's cot bed actually is now converted into a bed, and so we haven't yet decided how we'll be having the two boys in Stan's room once it comes to that, but that's probably like a year away. So maybe bunk beds would be exciting. But for now, this baby will sleep in the snooze pod that you've already seen. So with all of that in mind, I'm now going to share with you the little cute stuff. So I will start, I think, with books. Stan absolutely adored books from a really, really young age, and still does now. So we have tons and tons of books. We've got tons of baby books and board books and books that go in the bath and all of that stuff. But it's also nice to get some new things for the baby. So I splashed out on this ridiculously expensive Lywood book that's like scrunchy and like, you know, partly for me because it's the colour scheme that I wanted for the little area I was doing in the baby nook. But it's like an underwater one with little fish that come out, and it's just very cute. And Stan will really enjoy playing with it with him because it's kind of like quite interactive compared to other books that we've got. I got it in the sale. I think it was supposed to be like 30 odd quid or something ridiculous, and I got it quite reduced, but still was not cheap. But obviously because it's like fabric and sewn, it's not really like a normal book, so it's not, they can't quite produce it in the same way. But there's quite a lot of Lywood stuff in here. I love a bit of Lywood. And first time round, like I never would have bought that, but then second time round it's like, well, we're hardly buying anything, so we can buy obscenely expensive fabric books for no apparent reason. And it looks really cute on the shelves in the nursery nook, so if you watch that video you'll see it. And then another book Stan chose for him because we just thought it would be really cute to go and choose a book from Stan to the baby. So this is called Big Bear, Little Bear, and again it's like a really nice colour palette and nice illustration. We got this from Sissy Wares, which is in Coldrop's Yard. I'll try and link things up in the description box as well. But yeah, cute illustrations and just like a nice book that Stan chose for the baby that they can look at together. Yeah, just cuteness. Then another category which seems a bit ridiculous is teething toys. Stan really did like teething toys and has always been, he didn't like put stuff in his mouth that he shouldn't put in his mouth though, which is always quite good. But these teething toys, hopefully the baby will enjoy. But again, like they are partly just really pretty colour palettes and things that I wanted to style on the shelves. So again, we've got some Lywood, this again, and it's just been nice, like if we pop into a shop where this sort of stuff exists, like Stan choosing cute things for the baby with me. But this again is a Lywood one. And it's kind of like 3 rings that dangle down. And again, in the nursery nook video, you'll see that there's pink shelves with hooks, and I wanted to have some pretty things to hang on the hooks, and some of the things are things that we already owned, but this is a new thing that we bought. But it just looks really pretty hanging there. And again, I'm hoping that we will have a baby that is like quite good at entertaining itself and watching around what's going on. And so knowing that we'll have two to look after, I quite like having lots of like little things like this to hand to be able to put in his hands so that he's got something to play with and look at and chew on while I'm getting dressed or while I'm getting Stan dressed or whatever. So as well as these things looking cute, I feel like it's nice to, in all the different rooms, have something to grab and just be like, hold that while I'm changing your nappy. So this was cute, and again, the right colour scheme. This one was from Sissy Wears as well. I don't know who it's made by, but it's just like a little sunshine in the right colours, and again is on those same shelves. And then this one is by Mushy, and it's just like this colour rainbow, and they do lots and lots of different colours, but I just thought it was really pretty. So yeah, they're a bit ridiculous because they're really just for like props to look pretty on things, but they serve a purpose in giving the baby something to grab onto. Also in that vein of form, and also Lywood, it's this really nice like wooden toy that is obviously like different colours. Again, a colour palette I'm really liking at the moment, and this looks quite sort of sculptural and like the sort of thing that me and Dan would like anyway. So I'll show you where this goes, but basically we have redone our living room as well to make space for the baby. Part of that is specifically because we needed an area to change the baby. Stan had a changing, like a fitted changing station on top of his cot, which isn't there anymore because it's now been converted to the cot bed, like I said. So we don't have like a changing nappy station. So we wanted to make an area on our sideboard in the living room that we could do that, but that still like looked nice, because our living room is, we love our living room, and it's my studio and it's our biggest play space and it's where we spend a lot of time and we care what it looks like, so we didn't want it to be ugly. So I will link up as well the video about that. So I made a video of all of the changes that we made to the living room, but I will show you in this video too just that little section so that you can see where this goes, because it goes by the changing mat, where the like nappies and wet wipes and these muslins I'm going to show you go. And this will be, hopefully he likes it, and I can, when I'm changing his nappy, give it to him to hold on to so he doesn't get fed up. Maybe he won't get fed up anyway, but we're thinking of everything. And again, it's the sort of thing that I don't know how much it costs, but because we're not having to buy anything, I was like, oh, there's a Lywood sale online. Yeah, I'm going to buy a random sculptural wooden cute thing that we will think looks pretty on the side, because the kids stuff obviously like gradually take over. Our sideboard used to, like 6 years ago, be laid out with beautiful brass kind of like bottle openers and horn dishes, and I'll share a photo. And I remember friends just saying to us, that's all gonna have to go. Like literally end to end, the whole thing was laid out like a display. They were just like, that's not gonna work. It's so true. And so there's so much less on the sideboard, and the things that we can have out that are pretty things that we like are completely different kinds of things, definitely not brass bottle openers. So yes, it is nice to be buying bits that feel like they look pretty on the sideboard but serve a purpose and work for kids. So the muslins I mentioned are these, again from Lywood. There, as I said, there was a sale on. We've got muslins that we bought from Mums and Papas. Again, that video that was like the baby gear haul, we went and did a big shop at Mums and Papas, and they're nice. They're just like plain colours, some are striped, but and they're really reasonably priced. We got some white ones, but I felt like, again, like second time round, I can buy pretty muslins that are a bit more expensive. So I bought these as a pack of 2 because I wanted some that were like really, really cute. And again, in a colour palette that I really like. And again, Lywood designs I really like. So again, when I show you the nappy changing station, you will see that the other reason for these is I may well want a muslin or 2 while I'm changing his nappy for whatever reason, but also they sit on top of a little storage thing that I bought from Zara that I'll also show you, that is technically for the baby, because we've got wet wipes and nappies in there. But obviously wet wipes and nappies for our sideboard in our living room don't look that stylish, and these just sit on the top, so it like makes it look pretty as well as them being practical. Win-win. And this guy is called Noguchi. He's Noguchi the rhino, and Stan helped us choose him. We got him at Arquette, but it's a famous brand of really, really nice animals, which I will link below. And we chose him together at Arquette on a day out. So that is Baby Boo's like first little cuddly. So that's really cute. He again sits in the nursery nook up on the shelves at the moment. And then when the baby's bigger, he can have him in his little cot. Now I will talk to you about clothes. So we've hardly bought any clothes for the baby because all of Stan's clothes are in really good condition. I went through everything, washed everything. I've got it all in size groups and organised. I've been a nesting god. And so all of that's really well organised. So we know that we've got everything that we need, but it's nice to get some extra bits. And one of the things that it felt like we didn't have loads of was long sleeve vests. And another thing it felt like we didn't have loads of was like little, not super heavyweight because it's not going to be that cold, but additional, because the baby's going to be born like end of April, beginning of May. Not end of April because it nearly is end of April, beginning of May. Or maybe it'll be end of April, maybe it'll be tomorrow. So like knitwear that's an additional layer to like wear over, but not super thick. So Zara, we love for baby stuff, for kids' clothes. And this is just like a little cardigan that's like really neutral and nice, but you can see it's got like a pretty knit. So we got that. And then we also got this yellow jumper that's really cute. So that feels nice to like have a couple of things that are just for the new baby that no one else has had. And yeah, because I was organised enough to go through and see everything we had, I knew that like lightweight additional layers of just slightly knit but not like proper knit would be what would be most useful. And then we also got the baby this onesie a while ago because I was buying Stan new PJs. This is also Zara, and Stan's got the PJs of this so that they can match. How cute is that gonna be? So I couldn't resist picking that up. The other thing to say actually is it's another boy, so obviously for some people that would be like, oh, winner, that's another boy, because then they can have the same clothes. If it was a little girl, we'd be perfectly happy for her to wear all of Stan's old clothes as well. Lots of it is blue and stripy, but that's because we like blue and stripy, like we'd dress a little girl in that too. And the long sleeves that I bought are actually all pink, still knowing that it was a boy, just because we have no problem with boys in pink. So I really, really liked, and we didn't have many of them, these like little kimono style long sleeve vests, so that come across like this with poppers rather than ones that just pull over the head. So, and also if you look closely, again, it's like a really nice, I can't remember what that's called when it's like that, but there's this pinky one and then a slightly darker pinky one. So we've got these two, and then we've got this little floral number that will look really cute with like some navy trousers and a cardi. As I say, have no problem with boys in pink or flowers. So these these are brand new for Baby Boo, which is really nice for him to have some bits that are just for him. And then the other thing was grow bags. So like the sleeping bags that you can zip babies up into. We've got a sleepy head, which we may or may not use at night time. We might just use for naps, but once he is, and we'll probably swaddle if we're not using the sleepy head, but when he's a bit bigger, like we had Stan in grow bags from quite a young age and he loved them, but they again were on loan from other friends, not the same people, but we had lots of lovely friends who sorted us out. So again, when I did like the look through of everything we had and the sizes, I could see what sizes were missing for those, and I bought a couple from Marks and Spencer's. I really like Marks and Spencer's grow bags. So basically they just have a zip that goes all the way down to here, and poppers at the top, and they just sleep in it, so that you don't have to have like loose blankets or anything. When he's swaddled, we'll use the cellular blanket that was given to us by the hospital when Stan was born. He'll have the same cellular blanket because Stan was born 5 weeks early and we didn't know we would be going into hospital or any of it was happening yet. So they gave us, so when he was in special care, he had a little blanket that was knitted for him. So at first we'll use that, but then when it's grow bag time, I've got this lovely one again. It's quite like a sea theme going on, more whales and boats and suns. And again, these look really cute hanging from the pink shelves in the nursery nook. And then there's this one. So they're like the tog weights that we need for the time of year it will be, based on the size and the age that the baby needs to be once they're using these. And again, it's got like the bits of mustard and the blues and the right colour palette. So yeah, and they're all like really fun things to be quite intentional about buying, rather than just being like, oh, I need this. Like, I've kind of done a little bit of research and been like, oh, that would look really pretty, and really enjoyed the curation of the collection of the bits and bobs that we bought. So yeah, I hope that was vaguely interesting. As I say, it's a slightly self-indulgent video. None of them are essentials, none of them are things that are needed, but I know that I've been looking for these sorts of videos where it's baby number 2, and you've kind of already got the stuff, but you just want to get some extra cute bits. So that's what this has been. I'm going to quickly show you the changing mat, which is also lywood, so you can see like the way we've created a little area and how we've tried to make that look sort of stylish so it fits in with our home. And then that's sort of everything. Hey! So this is the baby changing station. That's my hospital bag out there, by the way. If you want to see the what's in my hospital bag video, then I'll link that up in the corner as well. But basically this is the changing mat. It's by Lywood. It is wipeable and the cover comes off to clean it. And what we've done, because it's on our wooden sideboard, we've put some of that like mesh stuff that you use to stop rugs sliding around on wooden floors. That's made it feel really quite firm and in a good spot. I'm envisaging I'll sort of like stand here to change him. Look, all of Stan's toys on the floor. And yeah, I just feel like it's a really nice pattern. Like it's almost a sort of Lizzie for Smug type pattern that I would design. And then this is the little setup so that it's still, you know, it still looks like our home. Lots of Stan's toys and things are under there in crates, but it still looks like styled like the way we would want it to be. Here's the little toy that we can grab for him. Here's the little thing from Zara. I just wanted something super neutral that we could also grab and move around the house if we want to change nappies somewhere else. We've got in the bottom drawer of the sideboard nappies and water wipes and bepanthen and nappy bags. But in here underneath the muslins is more of all of that that's accessible. But I feel like that still like looks nice and looks like it's part of the way we would like things to look. So yeah, what do you reckon? Thank you so much for watching. I will speak to you really soon. I'm going to try and keep uploading for as long as I can until the baby comes, but then also scheduling things past when the baby's going to come. I'm hoping that I'm going to be doing a birth story soon, so keep your eyes out for all of those sorts of things. And as I said, once I've got it under my belt for a few weeks or months, I will do a newborn essentials, which is more like the really practical stuff we're using every single day. And we'll see. You can find out then whether the baby actually likes the thing that I have bought that I expect him to hold while I'm changing his nappy, and whether it's even a good place to have nappy changing. We shall see. You live and you learn, but this is what we've done so far and it's feeling really good and we feel really prepared and we feel like we've managed to do it in our own style, so it still looks like our home, which feels really important. So yes, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video fun, maybe you can give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe to the channel. But thank you so much for watching and I will speak to you very soon.